Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to go through products that I regret buying. Now I'm going to say a disclosure, everyone says a disclosure, but just because this product didn't work for me does not necessarily mean it's not going to work for you. And if I do mention people's favorites, I'm really sorry. I'll explain why it didn't work for me. It has nothing to do with the company. A lot of these brands that I am going to mention, I have a lot of their product that I love and highly recommend. It's just these specific ones weren't my favorite. So I'm going to get started. It's in no particular order. Yeah, so let's dive on in. Okay, now I'm not going to say before every product I love this brand, but I'm just going to go into why I didn't like this product. And again, it has nothing to do with the company. So this is the Kat Von D Monarch eyeshadow palette. Now the reason why I didn't like this was because that there is only 4 matte shades in here. I'm not against shimmers. In fact, I love shimmers, but for me, I just really don't reach for it. It is quite cool toned. I know this is a warm, those two there are quite warm toned, but the rest are pretty cool, and I generally go for a lot of warm tones. I love the packaging, it's so pretty. I should have read more about the reviews. Anyway, the next product I have is a highlighter, and this is the Natasha Denona Glow, the all over face and body shimmer. Now I've recently just picked this up. It looks like this. I'll see if I can swatch it for you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, and that's the one of the reasons why I don't particularly like it. Now the product itself is very finely milled. The powder is lovely. It goes on the face, lovely. It's got no glitter chunks in it. I don't like glitter chunks in my highlighter, but it's just not bright enough. I want to be glowing to the gods. And this highlighter doesn't particularly do it for me. I am going to use it all over my body, and I will test it out that way, but for a face highlighter it just doesn't cut the mustard for me. Moving on, I got this when I was in Spain. This is the Hula Zero Tan Lines bronzer, and it looks like this. It comes with a applicator. I actually like the applicator, but the product itself, I'm not a huge fan of. I'll show you. Now it comes out nice and brown like so, and it's a really nice colour. It's not too orange, but it just basically blends out to nothing. That's it blended out. I was thinking, and it dries down, and I was thinking it was going to give me like a nice tan. You know, like the Sugar Baby stuff or the Sally Hansen's where you spray it on and it gives a little bit of coverage. I know Sally Hansen's full coverage, but I was thinking it was going to do a lot more than what it does, and that is why it is a regret for me. This bronzer by Physicians Formula. Now I know that Physicians Formula is renowned for their bronzers, especially that one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's in this sort of greeny blue and compacted. Everyone loves it. I don't know if you can see it on my hand. Let's see, there it is there. Now it is really great for when I'm pale, but it does not last on the skin. I'll put it on and then within a couple of hours it's gone. I don't know where, but it's left my face. So that's why I don't particularly like it. And it was like $30, which is not drugstore prices. And you can just save up a little bit more cash and get something like the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Bronzer, which is my ride or die. Now this one's not exactly about the product per se, but a packaging fault in my opinion. This is the Makeup Geek Sparkler and Solar Flare. Now I'm going to come up really close and see if it focuses, hopefully. I open it. I don't know if you saw that, but it doesn't have a sifter. So every time I open it, product goes flying everywhere. Ah, look at all that. It's all over my hands. So again, it has nothing to do with product. It's just a packaging fault. I don't like it. It really needs a sifter so it just doesn't go everywhere. I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury makeup. I have a lot of her stuff, but this particular product did not work for me, in the fact that I still don't know what it's meant to do. It's the it's called the Wonder Glow. It is a primer for under your foundation. It has a light glow to it, but that's all about it has going for it. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera. Once you put foundation over it, I'm not sure what exactly the product's supposed to do. I guess if you have dry skin and you're wanting like a dewy look, you don't really go for matte makeup, then maybe that will work as like a moisturizer under it, but it's not going to shine through your makeup like the L'Oreal Lumi would. And so for that reason, I am not a huge fan of this product. Again, this was a YouTube made me buy it moment. It is the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in sepia. Now, I love the formulas of the liquid lipsticks, but it's just this colour. I cannot pull this colour off whatsoever. It looks so good on a lot of people with like an olive complexion, a deeper complexion, even like a really cool tone complexion. But for me, it was a hot ass mess. That it was a huge no. I even tried it on my mum and she said she looked dead with it on, so that is a no-go for me. Okay, so the next thing in here is a Makeup Forever blush cream in the colour 310. Okay, now the reason why I don't like this is it's quite patchy. I like the colour. It goes on quite patchy and doesn't really blend well. It's quite a stiff formula. I suppose again, if you had a really dewy foundation on, you could probably blend it out a little better. I like a really matte base, but it just didn't work for me. And so yeah, that's why I don't particularly like it. Another product, and I know if this is a few people's holy grail, is the High Beam Benefit highlighter. The only reason why I don't particularly like it is I can't use a highlight this color on my complexion, and also it just separates my foundation base. I use a really matte foundation, that's what I prefer, and it just, I don't know what it is about my skin, it must be some sort of oil I produce, it just separates and looks terrible. I got this foundation at Sephora. It's a Sephora Tint Infusion in the colour 12, I think. Again, it didn't work for my skin tone. It just looked really patchy and streaky. I found it really hard to sort of blend in. It's a really light foundation and it's like it's really good for everyday use, but it just did not work out on my skin. Getting down to the last couple of products. This one I've got, I don't know the label, but it is a Mecca sort of lip treatment. It looks like this. The reason why I don't like it is it just does not work for me. I don't find that it treats my lips or does anything that helps moisturize or reduce the chappedness of my lips. So for that reason, I don't particularly like it. Okay, last product. Now, I got this when all the color correcting was the rage and you had to do this and you had to do that. And so I went and picked up this MAC 6 color of the concealer. I just don't reach for it. I find that the concealers that I use are really full coverage, they're really creamy, they blend out and they cover everything I need to, so I don't really have a use for this. I find them really waxy and quite stiff and quite patchy. It looks good on the camera actually, but it just sort of comes out, again, hot ass mess. And so for that reason, I don't particularly like it. Okay guys, so that was my regrets of the month. If you haven't seen my January favorites, I'll link it down below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you guys later. Bye.